sun is just sparkling off the water. It is gorgeous. And the smell in the air is slightly different, a little more moisture or something.
When we left Mazatlan, we didn't know where we were going, but we had an idea. A couple possible stops before reaching Banderas Bay, where we intend to haul out, reconnect with friends, and is honestly as far out as we've thought about. We're about to anchor in Matanchén, just south of San Blas, our best protection from the forecasted winds. Then when the weather lightens, we'll jump down to Chacala, known to be rolly and uncomfortable this time of year, but we have a good window to check it out. So far, our time has been a mixed bag on the mainland, and we've been happiest at sea. But we're looking for that perfect blend between population and nature, and it could be right around the corner.
So we're gonna make our turn into Matanchén Bay. We got great wind now, so we're gonna hopefully be able to kill the motor and sail the rest of the way in. But I'm gonna turn up to put a reef in the main because we're running dead downwind right now. And so when we turn up into the wind, our apparent wind's gonna increase a lot. So I wanna reef the main down so that we can maybe put a reef mizzen and staysail up to help balance her out and not be over canvassed.
We were making great speed under the reefed main alone, and with only 13 miles to go, we sailed like this the rest of the way in. Our first peek at dense jungle, just far enough offshore it looked like a mirage. Tropical debris drifted past our hull, and the illusion vanquished. Vibrant green and the smell of burning coconut husks stimulated our senses. The breeze is warm and yet crisp. As we round the point, music and laughter filled the air, startling us as our cruising guide is apparently outdated.
Keep an eye on your depths.
What we thought was a few palapas that might serve food is a 7-kilometer beach of restaurants and vendors. In the summer when the south winds blow, this is not an anchorage, but a surfing paradise. In the Guinness Book of World Records, it's said to be the world's longest surfable wave, but tonight it's our haven.
Pacific.
Quite the toast we have.
Yep.
We learned how to properly order and sampled the shrimp and roasted bananas this town is known for, before getting eaten ourselves.
Good morning, everybody. We are gonna give shore another go. We didn't stay very long last night because it got real buggy real fast. But hopefully we're gonna beat the bugs, if that's a possibility that exists. I don't think so. We can feel them a little bit already on the boat. But we're gonna see if we can walk and find a little market in town, see if there's anything to see. If we hear that there's bomb banana bread, yeah, then probably just come back, chill on the boat, tidy her up a bit, get a little editing done, and probably take off tomorrow to our next spot south. Oh, all too familiar.
Besides banana bread and shrimp, this area is most known for the no-see-ums, and they love me. They're so prolific here that they even ate Garrett. The itch can last for weeks, and they burn.
Thank you.
We hear that there is a decent spot to pull up on the beach and maybe get one of the restaurants to watch the dinghy for us. Because we've also heard down here in southern mainland of Mexico that theft is a little bit more common. So we've broken out our cable to keep the dinghy secure, although our locks, because we haven't needed to use it since San Diego, our locks that are on the cable are totally seized. No WD-40 is helping that, so we actually don't have a lock for the cable, but it looks like it's locked.
Traveling keeps you adaptable. Whether cultural or environmental, the conditions are always changing. We've entered a new state in Mexico, Nayarit. The town smells dusty from the traffic, sweet from the bakeries, and toxic from the bug spray. The colors are beautiful, and the wild and domestic life have free range. This beach town is as charming as it is alarming. We keep our wits about us as we explore, work on our Spanish, and try not to itch. The sights have me in a daze. The stark contrast between blues and greens is so sharp I can't be in a dream. I'm like a child wanting to touch and try everything. Distracted from filming, I reground myself on the beach. Our neighbors were so nice to give us some repellent that didn't smell like chemicals and some allergy medication. This place was an interesting spot to take our first steps. A lot to take in, like an aspiring actress arriving in Hollywood, except saltier, and not like that at all. But let's move on. Continuing on to Chacala and staying close to shore on this windless day, we're 20 miles away from that oasis of our dreams. Making our approach into Chacala, we could feel something different about this place. The atmosphere was brighter. As I looked through the binoculars, I realized my cheeks were beginning to hurt from smiling. The houses on shore, the lush vegetation, and the music echoing from the beach all had a vigor for life. I can't tell you how it's different, other than the sense of happiness here. We couldn't wait to absorb it. 9 years ago, we moved away from our life at sea to build the ship that brought us here today. It's been the hardest thing we've ever done. It's tested our relationship and spirits to the brink, and somehow we pushed on. We lived it. We know we did it. And yet, looking back, we're dumbfounded. Who were those people? How did we get here? It's preposterous, but we're really here, aren't we? I can hear it. I can smell it. I can feel it underneath my bare feet. There she is, our madness, our accomplishment, our 20s, and now our release. Keep looking back to make sure it's real. we ate the most tropical sashimi and drank our first margaritas in the tropics, and it was awesome.
Look at all the trees! Let's go get tacos and margaritas.
Redaviva is not so brand new anymore. She's sailed 3,000 nautical miles since we left under the Golden Gate in 2022, and hasn't had a haul out since. Her top sides have been worn down by the sandpaper-like sea salt, her bottom paint eroded by time. She's resilient, and cosmetics can be remedied, none of which distract us from gazing upon her with affection. She's worked hard this last year and a half, letting us play and recover from our labor of lunacy.